Get out of here.
Yeah.
I'm Dr. Ryan DeBell from The Movement Fix. This is Movement Fix Monday. We're here at Reebok CrossFit Back Bay once again with our good friend Dr. Wes Hendricks. What are we talking about in this video?
Talking about some more isometrics, but with regards to pull-ups now.
Okay, so why would we want to do isometrics in regards to pull-ups? I guess would be the first question.
Well, once again, the CrossFit Open's over. We have spent a ton of time kipping. We have put a ton of stress on those tendons and ligaments. It's time to give them a break and start building better positional strength moving forward.
Got it. So we have a couple variations.
Yeah.
That I think you're going to take me through.
Yeah.
So what's variation number one? What are the different ways that people? Because maybe we think about what was it back in like elementary school, like the presidential fitness test or whatever, and like you could one of the options was you could hold the.
I know exactly where
you can hold.
Did you do the chin-up hold or did you do actual pull-ups?
Oh, I did the pull-ups.
Okay, there's no shame in doing the chin-up hold.
No, there's no shame in it, but I did the pull-ups.
Okay,
but that's what this reminds me of. Nobody kipped when I was in elementary school, except for like gymnasts doing like actual kipping. What would be some considerations, like other ways than just grab onto it? And
all right, so with that, you have three different options you can work with. You can work with a neutral hand position, pronated, or supinated.
All right.
Honestly, the neutral grip position is going to be the least stressful.
Is that what these are for?
Yep, and that's what these are for, because most CrossFit gyms are not going to have those cool neutral grip hand positions. So we simply just take it to the rings and we put our hands in a neutral position.
Got it. Okay. So I'd go here.
Yep.
And then do I hold it at the top? Do I go down to the bottom? Like,
ideally, you want to imagine, and you can even take a PVC pipe, put it through there so you kind of have a gauge of where your chin should be. And you want to hop up there and have your chin over that position. Yeah. Ideally right there. And
do I try to be hollow?
Yep, that's a good hollow body position. You want to even get the elbows a little further behind if you can.
Like that way?
Yep.
Oh,
perfect.
interesting.
Just like that. So that looks great, doctor.
I'm trying really hard.
I can tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I actually had to pull, I had to go like that a little bit more.
So the rings, especially by design, the rings make it better to kind of engage the upper back. So you're actually pulling with the back. And we had this discussion earlier that a lot of times people do that pull up where they can't actually use their back. So then the elbows go in front.
So they do a pull up and they're like this.
Yep.
Because they don't know how to pull like that.
So this kind of helps teach that position.
Got it. You know why I think people don't like doing those?
Because they hurt your ego.
This is hard.
It's really hard.
It's like actually hard. Like,
and you're not even doing it. You're not even moving.
Right, you're just holding it and it's super hard.
Yeah.
So then people are like, I'd rather just crank out 20, 30 reps.
I'd much rather kip or swing from it.
Yeah, because it's hard, right? And people like to do things that are like gratifying. Although there's a lot of reasons to do this. Like you said, you're not moving the joint of the shoulder. Like you can train the muscles around your shoulder and your trunk without having to actually do a bunch of reps. So if you're thinking about people training a lot of volume and not irritating the joint, maybe there's a time and place to add in more isometrics in that person's training or in your own training. Okay, so that's number one was neutral grip. Yeah. And then we go in chin up grip.
So I would go this grip next here.
So I gotta jump all the way up here in these shoes and pants?
I'm 5'5". I can't jump that high.
Oh, I saw you jump over there earlier. You got hops. Okay. So I hop up here. And then do I go all the way up here?
Yep. Same thing again. Same good hollow body position.
So much easier than the rings. Now, do you hold it different?
So that's another thing we can do. We can go in increments as well. So your chin's over the bar, you're at 90 kind of with those elbows, or you're just short of lockout. You can play with different positions. Same thing. There's no right or wrong here. It's just kind of where your weak point or your sticking point's going to be, and it's going to be different for everybody.
Yeah, because some people, at the bottom, they have a hard time controlling that. Other people have a hard time at the top locking out. So you could, rather than just like do more pull-ups, you could do different static holds at different ranges.
Absolutely.
So that was number 2, and then we just go pronated.
Yeah, pronated, same
essentially
thing.
The standard grip.
And everyone's going to be weaker in one position versus another position.
And you could do like different widths with your hands. You can go narrow, you can go wide. So essentially, you'd go here. Now this is what we were talking about before, right? Like when that happens versus kind of being more here. And then statically holding that. And again, as we talked about in some of the other videos, doing it until it's hard. You don't have to, especially on the rings, like if you're starting to fall apart,
come on.
Just take your break. Like you don't have to, hit that. It's not like, let's say it was a 30-second interval, right?
Yeah.
And you're like, you have to stop at 28 seconds. It's not like you didn't get any benefit from the 28 seconds
from it too.
Because you didn't do the extra 2 to get the 30, right? Like,
we want quality over quantity.
Yeah, quality over quantity. So yeah, this would be a great way. Shoulders are a little bit irritated, or you've been doing tons of volume of pull-ups. Is a way to train the muscles around the joint without having to stretch the joint as much through a large range of motion. So it's a great addition. Especially too, just getting people to have a base level of strength. Yeah. And controlling their body, versus just get those sloppy reps in. It's just such a great way.
It creates that awareness. It's a good base to start off with too.
Yeah, you know, building your awareness and like, it's not, again, you know, not as sexy as getting a fast time or whatever.
Not that exciting,
like,
unfortunately.
Like, oh, dude, you see my awareness time written on the board or something? Like, it's just not like that.
But we want it to look good. I want whatever people are doing to look good.
Yeah, you want it to look good. People, you know, you should know how to control your body. You should know how to hit the positions, create tension, stop a movement at a certain point to control your body around that joint. A lot of great things. So, static holds, add them into your training. It's going to help your shoulders. It's going to make your position stronger. That's what we got for you guys this week on Move Fix Monday. Follow Dr. Wes Hendricks on Instagram at Dr. Wes Hendricks. We'll put that in the notes, and we will see you guys next week.